of these guys standing here today. I'm a third generation truck driver, 25 years on the road. And I did a little bit of quick math. Between my grandfather, my father, and myself, we have over 6 million miles and no chargeable accidents. We're all independent truck drivers. Just to give a name and a face, I mean, just look around. This is us. This is the trucks that pass you, the small independent owner operators. Today's my anniversary. I woke up at 2 o'clock this morning to get here. My wife turned over and said, "Happy anniversary." And I can't think of an anniversary that I've been home. And that's the background. That's the family. I've also chosen to homeschool my kids in the truck for the last 6 years. And my 13-year-old at the last homeschool evaluation said, if I'm not a pro motocross rider, I want to drive a truck. So that's the 4th generation. And it's 4 generations of effective, safe truck drivers. It also has a huge economic impact on us as families. Just because of the flexibility is going to be taken from me by having an ELD, in round numbers, it's going to add 500 hours to my workload each year. 500 hours of being away from my family. You know, I got a 10, 11, and 13-year-old. They're not going to see me 500. They're going to see me less, 500 hours less than they did last year because of the ELD. And that also translates into you, because I'm going to be working 500 more hours. I'm going to charge my customers 500 more hours. And in the end, your milk, your bread, your steel products, your automobiles, your tires are going to cost more at Walmart and grocery stores. So what you really need to understand, if it's beyond truck driver, it's going to affect the general public at the grocery store, at the checkout line. Thank you.
Well, I see some of the media has decided to leave, but the juiciest bits are yet to come. We have Congressman Bill Schuster, who is the chairman of the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. He is one of our Pennsylvania representatives. Congressman Schuster has been holding up this delay, this H.R. 3282, and has basically been refusing to allow it to be voted upon. I find it curious when you have the chairman of the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, who has singularly taken the largest in history of the ATA, the very largest single donation for a campaign. There is a long history in the Schuster family of taking campaign donations, and not that is anything wrong. But it is my understanding that as congressional representatives, they're actually not allowed to be taking any kind of revenue that might be portrayed as influencing them on a vote. Now, I understand that campaigns are campaigns and money comes in. But if you go through the history of the ATA and the dollar amounts that they have given in any way, shape, or form to any congressional campaign, Congressman Schuster's is in most cases 20 times higher. Now, again, maybe that's just coincidence, and maybe that significantly high donation was taken in the year of 2014. Many of you drivers understand that 2014, pretty significant. It's when this thing basically was started. So we have to take pause for a moment, or at least I ask everyone to take pause for just a moment and ask yourself, is it possible that a decision to push this mandate by the chairman of the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee is unbiased after taking those kinds of donations? I find it hard to believe that that is possible. And such carelessness in those types of decisions has such an adverse and negative effect on so many people's lives. Mind you, folks, these are Pennsylvania residents, Voters. This is information where, again, people need to know. And it's not just a bunch of truck drivers complaining because they feel like they're being monitored. A big misconception that is being spoken. This is their lives. In many cases, that truck is their home for in excess of 40, 42, 45 weeks out of the year. They're literally invading their privacy. For what? So that they can monitor the good drivers that have already shown themselves and proven themselves? This is really about the money, ladies and gentlemen. It's about money. And I call out all Pennsylvania and every other state citizen in this country to understand what is happening. That you stand up for all of these men and women, because we all know that in some way, fashion, or form, there's going to be something that's going to come down the line that's going to affect you. Not that this doesn't already affect every single person in this country. Congressman Brian Babin out of Texas has introduced H.R. 3282. And what these men and women are asking today is something very, very simple and reasonable. That Congressman Babin's proposed bill be passed. And all that it is, it's asking for a delay, a 2-year delay, so that true studies can actually be made. So that the reality of all of this information, this propaganda, these going to save 26 lives, can actually be confirmed in some way. It's all of these people's lives on the chopping block right now. And everyone pays. Please go back and understand, again, map 21 and what it was originally intended to do. And how is it, ladies and gentlemen, that those people who are the biggest supporters and the members of the ATA, the Werners, the Swifts, how is it those people with the largest fatality rates are still running the roads, but they're going after these people, the safest drivers on the road? You have to ask yourself a little question. Is this right? I hope you all understand what the real answer is. Is there anyone else who has anything else that they would like to add? Come on down.